Okay, guys, it's time for me to share my Christmas miracle story. I've never done this before on YouTube, but 22 years ago today, about this time, I had to leave work early to catch a flight out of West Palm Beach to go visit my sister for Christmas 22 years ago today. And I saw this man who was gorgeous, standing next to this couple and this shorter lady. And I said, now God, why can't you bring me somebody that looks like that? See, I had wrote a 3-page list of everything I wanted in a man, like probably a couple months before, or maybe a year before, and I put it aside. I totally forgot about it. It's kind of like your vision board, right? I made a list of everything I wanted. And I'm like, look at that. He's taller than me. He's clean cut. He's got a nice smile, which means he's happy. And he's got a nice butt because I checked him out, right? And so then it was time for me to board, and I was reading this book called The Tibetan Art of Living and Dying. And once I saw him, I couldn't read another page. I was just too distracted. And so I put my reading glasses away, as you know I wore them then too. And I said, well, just in case he's single, I'll take my hair down. And for many of you, if you look at my profile picture of my channel, you'll see my hair down. I don't wear it down very often in Maine, especially in the winter because of the snow and the sleet and my dogs and, you know, having to go outside many times a day. There's Roxy. She's kind of bummed I'm sitting here by the tree and she can't kind of get to me because we got to keep him away from the tree. Anyways, the point is, I saw him and I said, now God, why can't you bring me somebody that looks like that? Right? He looks perfect for me. And then I tried to forget about it, but I couldn't. I kept focusing on him. And then I said, well, that's got to be his girlfriend because it was the holidays. And this is before, of course, before what happened in 9/11. This was in 1999. So people could walk people to the gates. So I'm like, well, maybe that's his girlfriend, right? It is December 22nd. And he's talking to this couple. And I'm like, maybe that's his girlfriend. But I looked, he didn't have a ring on, right? I was checking these things out. I'm very observant. And I'm like, anyways, he sure is hot, right? And so I'm like, so I put my glasses away. They offered me to board, so I walked completely past him, completely ignoring him because I was insecure because I'd been focused on him too much. And all he did was see my hair. Thank God I took my hair down, right? And he whipped his head around and he goes, oh my God, I'll never be sitting next to her in a million years. And he goes, oh my God, I'm in a conversation. He turned his head back around. He was flush, thinking I'll never be sitting next to her in a million years. Well, I board early, right? I board first, he boards last. That's just the way we are. And the funny thing is, the whole time I'm sitting in my seat wondering who's going to sit beside me because I'm way in the back by the bathrooms. And there's only 2 seats. It was a 2-4-2 configuration, or some of the seats were 3, but I was in the very back. And I look up and I say, I wonder where he's going to sit. And here he comes, and I have an empty seat. And then all I know is I look down because I didn't want him to know I was focused on him. And he goes, excuse me, I think this is my seat. So he sat right next to me. We had an amazing talk. I mean, I talked the entire flight because I was so nervous because here God brought me. And I didn't even know God at this point. This is funny. Because Jesus hadn't appeared in my Jeep until 3 months later. February 22nd of 2000, Christ, the risen Christ, appeared in my Jeep on my way to work after I'd met him. So, see, God works outside of times and seasons, right? So you have to believe for miracles, guys. And I had to share that story today because it's going to give somebody hope that there's a man or a woman waiting for you to be introduced to them. So if you seek God, you'll meet that person. I believe that with all my heart, right? But you have to be specific. God likes you to be specific. That's why I'm very specific with God. Like, I tell him, make it very clear to me. He made it very clear, right? And we've been together ever since, right? So it's just a miracle story, and I wanted to share it because it is a miracle season. I'm talking about miracles. I'm kind of doing a series on miracles and the Christmas season and Christmas miracles, and this was my biggest one. And today is our anniversary of when we met. We knew it was meant to be because he was ready to meet somebody. I was totally ready. I was beyond ready. And I had been single for 2 years. So I was waiting for the right person. And so when you wait with the right heart and the right spirit and you know what you want, eventually it manifests. So that's my miracle story. God bless.